doing this because we are in a paradigm shift. We're shifting from the old way of exchanging money and so forth to a new way. Basically, from an old economy to a new economy. So we're moving into a new economy. Along with all that and all that being said, I wanted to get into the Nano Ledger X. And basically this is mostly everything that comes in the box right here. You have this here, your recovery phrase. You're going to put your recovery phrase on a card, in which you're going to put in a safe place that only you know. And this is what we're going to take, and we're going to connect to here and into my computer. I'm going to do it on my computer. I'm going to do this all on my PC this time. And this is just something that you hook up to it so that you can have it to carry with. And this is going to be used, it's just like, basically what this is, just like a jump drive that you hook it all up with. But I'm going to come back, I'm going to let you know just what I'm doing here with this, so that you will be able to have this to use for your digital assets. I'll be right back. To get started with the Ledger Nano X, which stores the private keys that provide access to your crypto assets. So all I'm doing right now is following the instructions. To get started, your power button is right here. And you see that came on. That's the power button. And so basically you have two buttons on here. This one on the left right here where it was the power button, and the button is on the right. And the Ledger Nano X is secure. It securely stores the private keys that provide access to your crypto assets. Okay, so the first thing, the basic action is to press the left button shortly to power on your device. And then the second thing is press the left or right button to browse through. So basically you're going to be toggling back and forth from this black button to the other button on the silver looking side, on the silver side here, to get where you want to go to navigate through this ledger. And if you look at it, this ledger is just like a jump drive or something. Now, but now we're just going from an internet of information to an internet of value. So that now, this involves all the money. Okay, so press the left or right button to browse through menus and lists. Press both buttons simultaneously to validate a selection. So once you done toggle through back and forth to what you want to select, in order to select that particular item, you would just go ahead on and press both buttons. Okay, press and hold both buttons anytime to access the settings or to power off and more. Okay, so that's basically all I'm going to do. I'm going to follow these directions. I press the down arrow. For the down arrow is on the right and the up arrow is on the left. So if I keep pressing up here, it's going to go that way. If I press on the other side here, it's going to go down. And I'm seeing here bootloader mode, regulatory info. So what you want to do, you want to go ahead and go through all these different sections here. Serial number, power off, and all that. So if the power off, you're going to press both buttons basically. So if I'm going to power off, I'm trying to do this and I don't have, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and show you what happens here. So it seems to be, it's really self-explanatory. See, and I just pressed 2 buttons and it's off. So in order to turn it on, I'm just going to press the black button. And so it powers on. Then you see it says, welcome to the Ledger Nano X. Press right button to continue. So I'm going to press the right button to continue. And it says, download Ledger Live at ledger.com/start, then press right. So the next thing, once you get in there and you get yourself familiarized with how you're going to, how you navigate through it, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go on your computer and you're going to go to ledgerlive.com, and you see now, first thing, the first thing you want to do is to make sure that you plug it in and make sure it's all charged up, because as you can see here, I have a low battery. So I'm going to charge the battery up. Then meanwhile, while it's charging, I'm going to go on the computer, on my PC, or my personal computer. I'm going to go in there and go to ledgerlive.com. I'm going to go to the website for the Ledger. So they have a website, and you go to there, and then I'm going to follow instructions from there. Because you make sure, another thing you want to make sure is that you have a VPN, which I have Norton Security on my computer, and it pretty much protects your computer as well from being hacked. So that's one thing you should invest in. It's like, it's all the way from like $30 to even up all the way up to $400 a month, to just protect about 5 computers. So it's levels actually. It's not just one price. You can choose what price that you can afford. If you can afford, whatever is the best coverage. It's just like insurance, or just covering you. Something asked me here, did I find the information that I was looking for on this page? Where's my, I'm gonna say yes, pretty much. I really don't want to be bothered with that. Whatever that is, I'm gonna get out of it. Because be careful about clicking on anything. A lot of phishing going on. Just be careful, because the website uses cookies for functionality. So I think we have to agree to that one. But basically, so here's the Ledger. It looks pretty much like what I'm looking for. It says at the top, beware of phishing attacks. Beware of phishing attacks. Ledger will never ask for 24 words of your recovery seed. Never share them. Okay, so you can read up further on that. But I'm just going to go download. I want to download this on my PC. So beware of ongoing campaigns. Scammers are targeting Ledger customers. So yes, there's definitely a real threat when it comes down to hacking. People are trying to steal and hack your digital assets from you. So right now we don't have a lot of regulation in regards to this currency. A lot of it is speculative, so at this point, but as I understand, they're in session right now to regulate and get clarity as to what specific coins or digital assets are going to be used globally. So you want to do your research on that as well. And this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is the journey that I'm on. And so, but if you will look here, it says the Ledger supported cryptos, managed 27 coins and more than 1,500 tokens directly in Ledger Live. You can manage more using external wallets. So as you can see, these are like a lot of the icons here for all the different ones. It's like 27, so that this manages. Okay, what's new in the last update? Earn Tron rewards. So when you look in here, basically, to be, you know, a basic rule, if you don't know which cryptocurrencies or digital assets that you want to invest in, I would pay attention to what is on this ledger. The currencies that are on this ledger, if they're on this ledger, they must have some type of use case. Okay, so I'm going to press the Get Start button, and basically you have the different other I don't know what that is. There's 2 ledgers, I think, 2 different types, but the one that I'm using is the X. It's X as in X-ray. Okay, and so basically it's telling me choose a PIN code and write down your recovery phrase. So I'm going to follow these steps to get this downloaded into my PC. So I think that should be pretty much basic follow directions. Okay, and I'll be sure to highlight anything that is going to, you know, probably be problematic or whatever that I might run into. This is the Ledger Nano X that I'm setting up, and I just want to show, you know, like the price, to this one. Just for this one is $119, and then you have the S, which is the original hardware wallet. Easily start your crypto journey. Buy crypto, secure your assets and manage. Okay, and this one is $59. So this is the S, and this old one over here is the X, which is, you know. Okay, so that's, I want to just show that, and then you can get the bundle. There's a bundle here where you get both of these, and it's $149. And the Ledger Family Pack is $299, and the Ledger Family Pack S is $139. So, you know, you have different accessories that you can buy and so forth here. Getting started, you can download the Windows app, or you got the Mac app, the Linux app, the apps, or you can go to App Store and download it, or Play Store. So there's different ways that you can download the app to get started. So what I did was I just pressed the Windows app since I'm on my PC, and I'm gonna go right down here and press that button, or open this up. Open when done. So that should be coming open. Maybe this, so I can see what's going on. And then this will pop up. It says, do you want to allow this app to make changes? And yes. Okay. And then basically I want to install this application. So it's installing, as you can see. So I got my Norton security there. It's telling me that it's safe. And then basically I think the install was pretty much done. And I said, I'm gonna say finish. So, and then it says, welcome to Ledger. Get started. No device by, okay. Also, so get started. So I'm gonna press get started. So what I just did was, I went in there, you know, I went into ledger.com/start, and when I went in there, I found, you know, where I can download it. So I downloaded through my Windows app, and it came onto my computer, and so then I pressed that button and went in, and then it was simple. You just follow the prompts. That's all you do. And then I'm gonna do get started. So, and it's telling you about the terms of use. If you agree with it, you are about to use a Ledger Live platform where we're excited for you. Before you get on, Ledger needs to carefully read, understand, and accept our terms. So you have to accept their terms. Basically, I understand that if I use this recovery phrase, I will not be able to access my crypto in case I lose access. So if you lose your recovery phrase, that's why they give you these cards right here. You get these cards, it comes in there, and you have to make sure you put down your phrase on this card. I mean, you're probably going to fill just about every one of these. And if you lose that, you will not be able to access your crypto or your currency. Okay, so go ahead and click that because that's just part of the terms. I have read and agree. I have read and agree. This says I have read and agree with the terms of the use of the policy. So there's a loan policy. You can read that basically, and then I'm gonna go ahead on and click into. So the device that I'm going to be using is this one right here, Nano X. Set up a new Nano. So I'm setting up a new Nano basically. So if you're setting up a new Nano, that's what you're going to click on, is that you're setting up a new one. Okay, and that's what I clicked on, and then I forwarded to this next page, and it says so your private key is stored within your Nano. You must be the only one to own it to be in control of your money. Okay, and I'm going to keep going. Your Nano work as a cold storage wallet. So basically, this is referred to as a cold storage wallet. This means that it never exposes your private key online, even when using the app. So here we go. Validate transactions. Ledger Live allows you to buy, sell, manage, exchange, and earn crypto while remaining protected. You will validate every crypto transaction with your Nano. Okay, let's set up your Nano. Okay, we'll start by setting up your Nano security. Let's do this. So the first thing, once you get ready, you get in there, and all the next thing I want to do right now is to set up the Nano security. Okay, the best way to get you started: plan 30 minutes and take your time. Grab a pen to write with. Stay alone and choose a safe and quiet environment. Okay, because this is the process that you're going to be going through right now, is establishing your recovery phrase, which is private, and you're the only one that needs to be looking at that. So this is something I'm going to start doing right now. So it's going to establish, to get started, it's going to give me a PIN code. It's going to give me the recovery phrase. So I'm going to need a pen to write all this down. And then you're going to hide the recovery phrase and then connect the Nano. And so what you got to do is to make sure you follow the instructions on this app at every step of the process. So the only thing I found to be a little bit painstaking is that you had to repeat, and you had to validate each word. You have to repeat for all the words to confirm. And then now my next step, I'm just going to go ahead and press next step. And so basically it's telling you to hide your recovery phrase. Your recovery phrase is your last chance to access your crypto. If you cannot use your Nano, okay, you must keep it in a safe place. So enter these words on a hardware wallet only, not on computers or smartphones. Okay, never share your 24 words with anyone, not even with Ledger. Learn how to hide it. So you can go in there and learn, once you get in there, learn how to, hide it. I'll look at that up later. but for the sake of shortening this video, I'm going to just say, okay, I'm done. And basically it's saying now game on. Answer 3 simple questions to avoid common misconceptions about your hardware wallet. So I'm just going to test and see if you learned anything. As a Ledger user, my crypto is stored on my Nano on the blockchain. So I'm gonna put Nano. Oops. So that was not the right answer. Next question. So basically, yeah, I wasn't listening. Okay, if my recovery phrase is no longer secure or private, no problem. Ledger can send me a copy. My crypto no longer is safe and I need to transfer them to a secure place. So I'm gonna put this one. Congrats. So I got that one right. Next question. When I connect my Nano to the Ledger app, my private key is still offline. Briefly connected to the internet. Still offline, right? Because that's what makes it so safe or more secure. I mean, 99.9% secure because it's offline and you didn't share it. Okay, so you will soon become a pro. Don't worry, Ledger is here to guide you through your journey. You will soon feel extra comfortable about your crypto safety. Only one quick step left. Okay, so it says all good. Your Ledger Nano X is genuine and ready to use with Ledger Live. So yeah, so that's it, guys. I did it, and basically I find that it was a very self-explanatory process. I don't think it was that hard, really. You just have to follow the prompts, follow all of the you know what it says to do, and if you can follow good directions, I don't see you having any problems. If I can do this, you can do this as well. Add an account to get started. So basically right here you have you have their portfolio. So when you start adding digital assets to this ledger, you know, you're gonna have to it'll all come up on here. So let's see if it says add account. Let me see what it says. Choose so basically these are all of the assets that are in this ledger. So like I said, if you have any problem with this, or if you want to get some ideas on some tokens that you might want to invest in, just go right in here and you'll get there's a host of currencies in here that you can invest in. But once you find a currency that you might want to invest in, you might want to do a little bit of research on it just to make sure that it's something that you want to invest in. So this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for entertainment value only. But if I was you, I would definitely follow through with the ledger. I think it's a very, very important tool to have. Like I said, when just like the spider, we need to, catch the wind. Right now, when you're in a paradigm shift, and you're economically, I mean, there is a great opportunity there, I think. So there's an opportunity to catch the wind and to benefit, or so you can capitalize on whatever is going on right now. Like, say for instance, for example, when you think about a black swan situation, I'm going to put that also in the video, a black swan event and what that entails. It's an opportunity for you to gain economically. And whereas there is no time that, other than in a paradigm shift, that you're going to have this opportunity. So while things are ballooning and while it's time, you can catch this wave and ride this wave up. Okay, so I just added the Ethereum. It's going to prompt you, as you can see right here, it's prompting me to say add account. So I just added the Ethereum. And so what I'm going to do is I want to add some other crypto assets, add accounts. So right here, you go to the drop down widget here, and I can add from any of these right here. Has a whole list of it's prompting me right now to press both buttons to confirm. So you're going to go on your Nano Ledger, which is this device right here. And so the number comes up, the address comes up there, and basically what you do is you're going to, so I don't mind showing you that, because if you want to send me some of your Ethereum, then you have my address, so you can send me Ethereum. So this that address right there, this is what you share, so that you can receive Ethereum. So, and it's just telling me by those highlighting those two buttons that I just press both those simultaneously, and then I will be able to confirm that this is the same address that is on the Nano Ledger that I'm seeing here live. Okay, and excuse me, but my cord is not that long enough, so I have to go all the way under the desk and so forth. So it's been sort of a process for me here, but yeah. Anyway, that's, so you get the idea. So what it's doing is says it's synchronizing. And so now it's prompting me to add the account. I'm gonna put add the account and done. So for the sake of this video, like I said, I have added 4 tokens or cryptocurrencies or digital assets on this ledger. So these are the 4 that I added. I'm going to add some more. But the thing about this Ethereum, the Ethereum token is really, really big, because when I wanted to add some of the other tokens, I had to use the Ethereum application in order to, so I can receive coins that are not actually on the ledger, really, per se, but you can receive them through the Ethereum token. And what you call those tokens, you call them the EC320, I think it was, ERC20 token. So you can receive tokens directly on an Ethereum account, because most places, or you'll find that well, actually on here, you definitely cannot, it won't receive directly, because it's not going to show, it's not showing. But as you can see where it says has that little D right there, that means it's underneath this one. And that's how, as long as you put it in the Ethereum, you can send it on the Ethereum. Okay, on the Ethereum, and it will be labeled as the ERC20 token. So that's how it's received. And you know, I'm gonna press learn more, because really I'm kind of new at everything, but it's good to learn new things. I'm sorry about that. It's good to learn new things. Let me see something. So you can manage your ERC20 tokens in Ledger Live using the Ethereum app on your Ledger device, up to 1,250. So you can, up to 1,250 tokens are supported. So just refer to the list of the ones that are supported, the assets that are supported before you start. So I know that. So I know that one is. I had that. I did that before. But this is a lot more information here that they're explaining what the ERC20 tokens are all about, and the whole list that is the whole list of, you know, that they have, that you can receive under. Okay, so basically I think I had already put, so when you say receive, when you want to receive some tokens, it's going to be the same address that you receive your ether under. So just know that. So this concludes the end of this video, or this section of the video. But I wanted to point out the fact that, you know, every time you get ready to go in, you're gonna have to put in your passcode, and then anytime you're away from the ledger, for any like maybe 5-10 minutes or whatever, you have to keep putting your passcode in. So make sure you have your passcode on hand. And after you keep putting it in so many times, you're gonna memorize it. But then you want to also write it down just in case you lose your memory. That's a joke. Anyway, the other thing is, when you're entering your PIN or your code, your passcode, you don't want to just play around with it too much, because you only have like 3 chances before it locks you out. So you want to get the code right, or the PIN, put the PIN in right the first time, or make sure you do it the second time. You don't want to do it too many times, because it'll lock you out.